Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Dr. Peter Sharples.
Tēnā koe, Mr. Speaker. Tēnā tātou katoa e hui tahi nei I te whare. A tautukana ngā mihi a Shane kia tātou, kia hui ko tahi ai tātou ki te whakamana I ēnei kremi. Kia puawa I o tātou iwi kei roti I tēnei wā, nā rira tēnā koe, tēnā kūta katoa. Tamaki nui, Tamaki herenga waka, Tamaki puia, Tamaki Makaurau, te pai me te pai rawa o Tamaki. A tēnā kūtou, tēnā kūtou, tēnā kūtou, aha koa, ko puta atu te tokorua. It's my honour to welcome to this house the two that have just left the house, descendants of Ngai Tai, Ngāti Maru, Ngāti Pāwa, Ngāti Tamoho, Ngāti Tamatera, Ngāti Te Ata, Ngāti Whanaunga, Ngāti Whātua o Kaipara, Ngāti Whātua o Rākei, Te Akitai Wai o Hua, Te Kauarawa Amaki, Te Runanga o Ngāti Whātua, a Te Patu Kirikiri. Anā reira, tēnā kūta. In September 2012, the mana whenua o Tamaki Makaurau gathered at Pukawa Maunga to sign a collective deed to settle the Treaty of Waitangi grievances with the Crown. I was honoured to take part in what was a milestone achievement for New Zealand's largest city. The legacy created that day by the mana whenua o Tamaki Makaurau is one that will be shared by all of us that call Auckland our home. The legacy created that day by the mana whenua o Tamaki Makaurau will live on in other regions as a collective example to others, yet to settle their treaty grievances. Mr. Speaker, the crucial part of the legacy we are creating with this legislation is the restoration of the original names of Tamaki Makaurau. What's disappointing is that many New Zealanders remain bitterly opposed to the celebration of Māori place names, of our spelling of them and so on. Look at Whanganui. They say things like, it'll cost too much money, who cares, what's in a name, and so on. My response to them, Mr. Speaker, is that a name isn't just a word. A name is our history, our whakapapa, our heritage. A name is our identity. But the reality is that Tamaki Makaurau, the largest Polynesian city on the planet, has few modern Māori landmarks. The ancestral Māori landmarks in Tamaki Makaurau carry an incredible heritage, but too often these places have been renamed, their Māori identity replaced. Mr. Speaker, the time has come to tell the children of Auckland the incredible history of our city. The time has come for the children of Auckland to know the identity of these lands they call home. The children of Tamaki Makaurau should grow up knowing how the footprints of the mana whenua can be found not just in Waiata or Whakatauki. They need to know that the physical footsteps of the mana whenua can be found on Motatapu Island in the Waitemata. More than half a millennium ago, Māori were living around the Waitemata when a massive eruption saw a giant underground volcano surge up out of the harbour, rushing skywards to form the iconic Rangitoto, Te Rangi I Totongia Tamatakapua Island. The footprints of those first residents of Tamaki Makaurau have been discovered between layers of volcanic ash on nearby Motutapu Island. Their hunting tools and fish hooks have been found buried beneath the ash at Rangitoto. Tamaki Makaurau holds an iconic and amazing heritage that all of us should know. Restoring the Māori names of these sites of significance is a practical way that we can help make that happen. Mr. Speaker, the descendants of those first Aucklanders have acted with honour and generosity in settling with the Crown. They have demonstrated incredible leadership and rangatiratanga in resolving a wide range of mandate, interest, governance and allocation issues. The collective approach they have chosen is already being replicated in other parts of Aotearoa in our claims work. I would like to acknowledge the members of Ngāti Whātua Rōpū, Ngāti Whātua o Rākei, Ngāti Whātua o Kaipara, Te Runa o Ngāti Whātua. Without your patience, we would not be here today. The Ngāti Whātua Ōrākei Agreement in principle was originally signed in 2006. I would like to acknowledge Marutuahu, whose mahi has been instrumental to the collective approach in Tamaki. In its 2007 report, the Waitangi Tribunal acknowledged Marutuahu's perseverance. Finally, I wish to acknowledge the members of the Waiohua Rōpu. Your commitment to finalising the redress in this deed has been key. Your willingness to receive the redress collectively with other iwi and hapu of Tamaki Makaurau has been essential. I also acknowledge the connections to Tainui through Waiohua and Marutuahu and the blessing of the King and the Kauhanganui. So, Mr. Speaker, the transfer of ownership of 14 tipuna maunga to ngā manu whenua o Tamaki Makaurau is a legislative landmark in the history of Aotearoa. Each iwi and hapu will have the opportunity to record their respective spiritual, ancestral and cultural association with each maunga on its land title. 12 of the tipuna maunga will be managed by a co-governance body which will govern and oversee their administration and their management. So, Mr. Speaker, mana whenua and Tamaki will soon be involved in making decisions affecting their tipuna maunga. The mana whenua and their incredible history in this region will be formally recognised by Council, by the Crown and all the people of Auckland. The footprints of those tipuna are set in volcanic stone on Motutapu Island. When this bill is passed, the footprints will leave behind us, will ensure the history of Tamaki Makaurau is set in the laws of Aotearoa. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Speaker.
Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
Gives me